before we get into this, let me ask you a question. What are the major diseases of North America or the developed world? You can unmute yourself and you can shout. That's okay. What is the main disease?
Diabetes.
Cancer.
Heart disease.
No, heart disease. Okay, let's put cancer away. No. What is the main thing in US of A?
Diabetes.
And
Obesity.
you got it. Diabetes, obesity, metabolic syndrome, cardiovascular disease are the main killers, right, of the Western world. Now, let me ask you a question. What is now the main drug that prints money for the pharmaceutical companies?
Metformin.
Not metformin, no. Have you heard of Ozempic?
Ozempic, yep.
Okay, so there we go. So now I will start putting, awesome, Gianna, awesome. And now I will start putting it together. What is GLP-1 and why do we so need it? So the epidemics of United States is diabetes and obesity. What happens in diabetes, especially in type 2, it is called insulin resistant diabetes, insulin resistant. So we probably have a lot of insulin, and we have a lot of sugar in the cells. But because the cells are not allowing insulin to open up the channels in the cells, the glucose is in the bloodstream. The cells are starving and asking for more food. Fake Sean Paul. The cells are asking for more food. We're getting more glucose. The more glucose is asking for more insulin. You got the idea. It's a vicious circle. Now, what is going to help to open the channels? GLP-1. So GLP-1 has multiple functions. We'll start with the GI function. Two functions. Three. Number one, it's going to decrease your satiety. So you're not hungry a lot. So it's like because of this GLP-1, the emptying of the stomach is delayed. So then you're less hungry, then you're automatically eating less. You're eating less, well, guess what's happening with the weight, with the weight? Number one. Number two, it's obviously a weight loss. And number three, it absolutely works on insulin because it allows that insulin, what is called insulin receptors. Every cell has receptors like gates. It allows that gates to start open for the food, to put that glucose, that food into the cells. Well, guys, how do you think mitochondria functions? It actually functions on food because that glucose and some fats and stuff, which combines with oxygen, literally gives us life. It gives us ATP or energy. So that's how we per se start tying up links between other components. Now, everyone needs proper functional GLP-1 activation. Where do we secrete? Where is GLP-1 produced? So hang on, let me get into the share. I really don't want to get into the PowerPoint because I see your faces. Now I'm going to lose them. Okay, so GLP-1 is produced in the small gut. It is produced, some of it is produced in the pancreas. And look at this, it produced in the brain. Not only it is produced in the brain. Look where. It is produced in the brainstem. What is a brainstem? Brainstem is our life. It's not our thinking, but it's our life. It's our cardiovascular system. It's our breathing system, amongst everything else. And where else? Hypothalamus. What is a hypothalamus? Hypothalamus is a motherboard of our hormones. It's that thing that is going to send signals to what is called pituitary gland. From pituitary gland, yes, Michelle, from pituitary gland, it's going to give signals to adrenal glands, to thyroid, to pineal gland, you name it, to pancreas, you name it. You know, okay, so now you see the importance. So while I was talking, you read the slide. So now, the main amount of GLP is produced in the small gut. And how is it produced in the small gut? So now, what do we need? Well, now, in order for GLP to be produced in what is called L cells in the small gut, we need healthy gut. Now, for us to have a healthy gut, that's not enough. We need a healthy microgut. Why? Because there's a certain species of bugs in the microgut that stimulate this L cells to produce GLP-1. And for that thing, what we need, and why do people do not produce GLP-1? And that's where I'm going to controvert my statement. Not everyone needs GLP-1. Even skinny people need proper GLP-1 because of other things. And even skinny people don't have healthy guts and healthy microguts. So we need to start taking care of every link. So your microgut, your something we need to stimulate. We need to start making your Akkermansia municipala. That species, sorry guys, I'm throwing terms into you, but it looks so cool. It sounds so cool, Akkermansia municipala. It's a very famous term right now. So Akkermansia municipala is basically something that lives in the mucus of our gut. And it protects us and it stimulates GLP secretion from the L cells. So that Akkermansia municipala can only be made in a healthy gut with a healthy microgut that is fed. I'm not going to push LifeVantage products, but ding, 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 ding. We're not talking about probiotics, but prebiotics, postbiotics, daily wellness, prebiotics. We'll link it to Akkermansia municipala and something else. And from that, we will start stimulating L cells, producing GLP-1. Fine. Enough that. Now, so I was telling to you, I was talking about insulin and pancreas. And that's what it is. So important. And then everybody knows pancreas, insulin, diabetes, boom, boom. Okay, fine. Again, this is not LifeVantage presentation. So these are all studies. So I put the quotes from the studies. So there are diseases, there will be diseases mentioned, but that's not what we do. We don't treat, mitigate, or cure diseases. Now, well, from the gut to the brain. Guys, this is kind of important. This is kind of important. And I will show you another slide where GLP-1 regulates oh yeah, absolutely. You go. Yeah, take a picture because you don't know how to get hold of me. Desi, absolutely. I cannot send you the slides. So the thing is GLP, let me move this. Look at this. Neurogenesis. What's a neurogenesis? GLP-1 is linked to making nerve cells, neurons. And then, it helps with BDNF. But look at this, when GLP-1 is not working, this is no good. Parkinson is no good. Alzheimer's no good. Everything else is no good. And again, receptor in brainstem and hypothalamus. Now, there we go. I told you I will be talking about synergy. Accumulating evidence suggests that activation of GLP-1 can not only regulate blood glucose, but sustain homeostasis or the livelihood of neurons, brain cells, from various damage, such as ding, 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 oxidative stress, inflammation, excitotoxicity, ischemia, aka not enough oxygen. And here's another thing. That's what I'm saying. And now here comes better stuff. And that's when I was so excited, Sean and Michelle Poe, because I told you that there is a massive synergy. And I told you everyone needs to have a healthy NRF2 activation. That's it. There's no discussion about it. It's just the way it is. Dirty cells, bad cells. Now look at this. GLP-1, it decreases the production of free radicals. How? By increased activity of NRF2. So liraglutide is one of the drugs. It's like Ozempic. It's one of these categories of GLP-1 activators. Because I'm showing you the quote from the paper, and you see the name and the authors and stuff. Look at this. Next. Now, we were talking about brain. We started the lecture that one of the main killers in the United States of America and North America is a heart disease. Well, guess what? It seems like the GLP-1 together with NRF2 are kind of very good and act as a cardioprotectors. Conclusion. Glucagon, GLP-1 protects cardiomyocytes from oxidative stress, apoptosis, meaning the premature cell death in diabetes. And now you can link, because I don't think I included the slide. Oh yeah, this is next. I did not include the slide, the association of NRF2, GLP-1, diabetes, chronic renal disease, or chronic renal disease. It's a link, but I am a mitochondriac. Absolutely. Take a picture, Daisy. I am a mitochondriac, meaning that everything leads to mitochondria. Cellular health, our livelihood, depends on the health of a mitochondria. And guess what? GLP-1 treatment improves mitochondrial respiration. So basically, this is the end of my PowerPoint, but I hope that I kind of pointed to the extreme importance. Now, in terms of, guys, Michelle and I were thinking how to name this, whatever talk and stuff. And I said, this is a LifeVantage bomb. I absolutely believe that this is a game changer. This is, like LifeVantage is famous for some products that change people's lives to better. And RF2 is a game changer. It is just collagen peptides. It's a game changer. And I think that the new product or new products, it's kind of that third category that if you're serious and you're staying with LifeVantage, is going to catapult your business. For me, it's about health, but a lot of people want their waistline. They want to lose weight. They want to look better. And they fall for drugs, and they fall for something that may actually not be good because it has side effects and it's not scientifically based. And I think this is going to be not an industry creating, it is an industry creating, but it is a game changer. I'm pretty sure that Sean Poe has a much better vocabulary for those things.
I
So,
don't know.
so Pose,
Yes.
I am very grateful for you to give me the chance. This is just the beginning because this was my first literature search, and a whole bunch of reviews are waiting for me. But it was just a this is exciting. There's something that it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Because if you don't do NRF2, you're not going to feel good. If you don't upregulate your mitochondria, you ain't going to feel good. But if you do not synergize the GLP-1 and tie it up with all of the above and microgut health, like, hello.
I love it. I love it. And like she just said, you guys, this is just the first step here of introducing you guys to some of the information behind GLP-1. So we're going to get a lot more information over the course of the next 6 weeks headed into October, where you guys will have more in-depth knowledge. Next week, when we have the Rise Air Retreat, the qualifiers there are getting the product. So they'll start taking the product, getting their before pictures, and starting to share with you as well what they're experiencing with the product. So expect to have a lot more information. This is just the tip of the iceberg, but I love the fact that Sveta was just so excited about this from the first time that we talked to her, because all of our scientific advisory board, I would say, is very conservative in their excitement about something until they truly research and understand the impact that it's going to have on the body. And the beautiful thing about LifeVantage is it's science first. It has always been and will continue to be. And so when I see these scientific advisory board members like Sveta so excited about what we have our hands on before it even comes out, it just makes me that more excited. So know that this is just step one. We're going to continue to educate you. I promise Sveta is going to continue to dive into this and learn more and more about it. And then once we know exactly how the products are working uniquely in the marketplace, we'll start to educate on what separates us from anybody else that's coming out there claiming that they have natural versions of products that can help GLP-1 in the body, and also how it is different from some of the synthetics and prescriptions that are out there as well too. So anything?
Well, we actually do, but we just keep our mouths.
Keep it locked up for now, huh? I don't. I know nothing, so I'll get
Can you do that
educated
one more
next week.
time? Sveta, can you do that one more time? What was that? What do you do? How do you keep that locked up?
It's not only the per se the science that I kind of, the research papers and stuff I presented. Some of them are on animals, but a lot of them are preclinical and clinical studies. It's very exciting. But as Sean said, especially this generation of research and development team, they're unique. They are just they're just doing it right.
I love that.
It is
So-
very, very exciting. It is factual. It is scientific. It is just, it's a good stuff.
So the number one thing that I would have you take away from all of this, though, is you need to start having conversations now about what you can get inside of people's bodies today to activate their body's potential now. Because the more they're activated prior to this product coming into the marketplace, the better results that they're going to have when it is in the marketplace and they're not waiting until that point. So definitely keep talking about Protandim NRF2, reducing oxidative stress, free radical damage. Our collagen, we know that that is incredible for people on the inside and the outside. Our skincare, Axio. I mean, there's so many things that we need inside of people's bodies today. Help them get activated now and see the